Okay, we're going to talk about landing pages. And before we jump right in, I want to show you some landing pages that I've already created to give you some ideas of real life examples, and then we can come back here and go over each one of these options and what to fill in. So I've got this one here. A lot of people are becoming minimalists and they want to downsize and move to something smaller. So I created this one just said downsizing and your information was possible, and I could run this ad on Facebook or wherever I want to run the ad. And the person can either continue with Facebook and you'll get their name and their email. You won't get their phone number, or in this case I required also to have their phone number. So if they fill in the form, they got to fill in all three things. If they do the continue to Facebook, they get to bypass this and they won't have to give their phone number. So I'm going to go ahead and say continue to Facebook. And what this is going to do is it's going to send me to the website, to a property search. And you could send them to any website you want, whether it's like, through Listing Spy or even some other vendor. You might have a different property search. It doesn't matter where you send them, as long as you can send them to something that has, in this case, a maximum of 1,200 square feet, for example. So I'm going to say continue with Sean. And it says, I want everything under 1,200 square feet, single family, residential, Fort Myers. And I chose grid view here. I could have went map view, list view, whatever you wanted to do. So, and that would be it. Then they'd be able to see the properties all under 1,200 square feet. So, another example here would be view fixer-uppers in Lee County. In this case, I wanted a map background. So I just picked, I think it was Fort Myers and in Florida. So again, they continue with Facebook. What I did here though is under the keywords for the property search, I put the word fixer. So anything that was in any description of any property that had the word fixer is going to show up. And a similar thing would be instantly view horse farms for sale 5 acres or more. So again, I pick I want a minimum of 5 acres, and in fact, we'll just go to this example here. So I want 5 acres on up, and I put keyword horse. In this case, I actually sent them to the map view. I want residential and single family. So they could have just went here to filters, and you could have put in horse. So again, real simple. Another example would be instantly view pool homes under 350,000 in Cape Coral. Again, I just picked minimum or a maximum price of 350,000, and I picked pool homes Cape Coral. So now this one here is a little different. I said get your free foreclosure list, Fort Myers foreclosure list. Now I'm going to hit continue to Facebook. And again, they could fill out the form, but 99% of the people seem to want to just do the continue with Facebook. It's easier for them. So I say continue, Sean, fills in my information there. This one just says, thank you for your request. Please check your email, check your spam if you do not see it. So there's a good chance, with any system, that it could send an email to their spam folder. So this way, they'll go ahead and check that, because we want them to see the email we sent. And in this case, when I sent the email, and I'm going to show you how to do this, I actually attached a PDF of buying foreclosures to it, and I gave them a link. Instead of sending them directly to the property search like I did in the past examples, I sent them a link to the property search, filtering out foreclosures on the website. So again, it's just a little bit different way to do it, because there's going to be some landing pages you just don't want to send people somewhere. You just want to give them a quick response, we'll be in touch with you by the end of the day, that kind of thing. So another one here, instantly view all Harris Pond property. That's a community in Fort Myers, Florida. Again, you can make it any community you want, and then you just continue Facebook and it would show you that community. Now this one here, you notice I don't have the Facebook button on here. That's an option. We can turn on or off that Facebook button, because maybe you don't want people to be able to continue the Facebook. But and in this case I didn't, because what I'm using this one for is an open house. See, most people, when they have their open houses, they require people to come in there, sign in, give them their name, phone number, email, kind of thing for for a sign-in sheet. And then you got to take that back and you got to enter it into your CRM. Well, this way, as long as you got, say a hotspot, or you got Wi-Fi, in the open house that you're at, and you got your tablet, or you got your, laptop, whatever you have, you can bring up this landing page you create. And when they come in, all they do is they enter their name. Let's say I put in Sean, Summer, and then their phone number. And you can say, look, if you don't want to give me your phone number, fine, no problem. Just put a bunch of ones in there, because maybe they don't want to give you their phone number. But you want to tell them, give me a legit email address, because I'm going to, like, as soon as you enter this, I'm going to automatically send you a link to the actual details page of this property. So that way, when you get home and you're thinking about it, you can, look at the email and you can go back and, see all the details on the property. So watch what happens. As soon as they hit register, all it does is reload the exact same page and it's ready for the next person that walks in the door. They didn't have to do anything. So in the meantime, they're going to go ahead and they're going to get that email. It's sent to them. And in this case, I'll show you the email here. What I did is, thank you for registering. Click here to see the property visited, and they click that and they get to see the property. So it's that simple. Again, I'm going to show you how to do all this. Another example, so a lot of people wanted to be able to embed videos into their landing page. So again, I just put watch your video and then fill out the form to learn to avoid the secrets talked about. This is just something I found on YouTube with Barbara from Shark Tank, talking about the inside secrets of real estate agents or something. So again, they could continue with Facebook, and then I would just say, thank you, and we'll be in touch. But and I'll show you how to embed the video. Again, it's really easy to do. So let's go back into Agent 3000 now. Now, if I slide down here, we're going to go ahead and take, we'll just take this first one, horse farms. I'm going to click edit. Okay, what it did is horse farms. This is just the name I wanted for it. I'm going to slide down here again. In this first column here, or second column, it says page name. This is just for your own internal use, just so you know what this was about. You can put whatever you want to describe what that landing page is, what it's doing. And you might have put horse farms ad for Facebook post or something or whatever, because so you knew where you were using it or whatever. I said yes, add my contact information to the landing page. And if I go back to the any of these, this, see this triple line up here, that's your contact information. So if you don't want your contact information, some people wanted stealth landing pages. They don't want anything on there but this call to action. You can just uncheck that box and that won't show up. So it's up to you. So either check it or uncheck it. Now we have image or a matte background. Now remember, I showed you both. So selecting an image, you can upload your own image. So whatever image you want to upload, go ahead and then you'll be able to select it and then slide down here, hit select and pick that image. Or you can pick one of our stock photos here and then it goes there. If you do map, you would just enter the city, like I did in the other one. I put Fort Myers and then I put Florida for state, and then it'll automatically create a Google map of that. Your call to action is going to go in this white box here, and I got this set at 69. What this is the opacity of the thing. So I can make it solid white, but then you can't see behind it at all. And again, if I go to some of these, see this one's solid white, you can't see the door behind it. But this one here, I've got set lower, so I can kind of see some of the pool behind it. Again, it's just your personal preference, whatever you want, and you can change the font colors and to whatever you want in your call to action here. So again, just pick. It'll show you on the side here what it's going to look like, so you have an idea of the opacity. The call to action text, it's just that, what's your call to action? Why should they fill in this form or continue the Facebook? And in this one, I put the instantly view horse farms for sale with 5 acres or more. And I can highlight this. I could change font size. I could bold things. Whatever you want to do. It's kind of like a little word editor here. And then the button text, if I go back to a couple of these landing pages, this one says view now. This one here says send my free list now. So that's what the button text is. This one I put, let's ride in our backyard, So again, you make it whatever you want to make that button text, you can override that and make it what you want. So now the email address, this is just where the leads are going to go to. So I put my email address, Sean@directaccess.com. And now you can put 2 email addresses in here. So I could put a comma and then I could put another email address. Where that's really handy is if you're doing these co-marketing with say a lender or something, and then this way all the leads that'll come in will go to you and that lender, so that you both have a copy, so they know that that you're actually generating leads here and you're not just telling me you are. So and that way both of you can follow up. One can get the person pre-approved and then obviously you can call to find out what they want. But The continue with Facebook button here, you can check this on or off. Like I said, with the open house, we'd uncheck this, because there's no point in having that. People aren't going to want to do continue with Facebook and have to log into their Facebook account while they're there on your computer. So there's almost just no reason to have that on there. So again, then you can decide what you want to require. Even address. The address is good if, say you're creating a landing page for like a home valuation and you needed their address as well. These options here are really cool. You can select a group that you want to add the lead to. So when the lead comes in, it's going to go straight into your contacts. Okay, so I might say this is the landing page lead, or again, maybe I got a group called Horse Farm Buyers or something or whatever. So I can go ahead and set that group to whatever I want. And you can go back to your contacts and create more groups, or then they'll automatically show in this list. Now the drip campaign, you can actually add these people to a drip. So so any drip that you've already set up, like I got one landing page, downsize buyers, for example, or whatever, or maybe it's just, new IDX registration. Again, you can create whatever you want. You just pick this and then they'll automatically be adding in that, and they'll just, it might go out after 7 days, 10 days, 20 days, that kind of thing. So, it'll just drip out. Or you can do, if you're requiring a phone number and not the continue with Facebook button, you could actually drip, put them in a drip that sends out automatic text messaging. So it's pretty powerful. Again, that's under the email. You go to email settings and make sure you get your email settings set up, and then go ahead and create the drip/action plans, and that's a whole nother video for for you to watch. And or if you have any other questions on that, just give us a call. We'll be happy to help you out. Now, here I did a redirect URL like for the horse farm. So like what I did is I went to I pulled up the the website. I went to property search. I might have maybe I just wanted Fort Myers here, and I apply that, and I went to filters, and then for keyword I typed in horse and hit apply, and then I also I also had a lot size in acres. I had a minimum of 5 acres, I think it was. So so I would just set up all those, all that criteria, and then I would just copy this address here. I just say copy, and then I go back in Agent 3000, I would paste it in here. It's that simple. So when they click that button, that's where they're going to go. And then like on the foreclosure one, for example, we had the text response. That was where I told them to check their email. You can remember I said, thank you for your request. Please check your email. Check your spam if you don't see it. So so I could put that kind of message in here if I wanted it to be that. So but I wanted the redirect. Now, the email to prospects, since I'm asking them for their email, they're automatically going to get an email. So this is what we did for the open house, for example. So the I told you that they were going to automatically get an email on that listing. So in this case, I just said thank you for your email request. By the way, is there any specific criteria or features you're interested in? That's it. I'm not sending them any other link because I've already redirected them up here, so really didn't need to do that. But I'll show you on the foreclosure one, what we did with the links here in a second. Now, you can put a Facebook pixel in here if you want to track it that way, or if you have a Google Analytics number you want in there, or a lot of people were asking me for AdWorks a while back, so I put the AdWorks in there. I'm not sure if a lot of people are still using AdWorks or not, but if you have any other embed code from any other type of tracking system out there and you want to add to the landing page, just simply email support@agent3000.com and I'll get added right away for you. So that's really all that's required. So if I slide down here, I'm going to show you that foreclosure one here. And again, same kind of stuff you're going to fill in all the way down here. But down here, you notice I got click here to download tips and tricks. What I did there is if I click on this, I got a link to this PDF file. Okay, so and right here I got click here for instant list of foreclosures. This one, if you look in here, I send them back to the website, so they can instantly view all the foreclosures, and I filtered out foreclosures, and I said yes. So now to create these type of links is, let's say I'm going to go click here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that text there. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to go to link. Now you see it's blank, and I'm going to say upload. And then all I would do is I would choose a file like to upload, and then which would be a PDF file, and I'm going to say this PDF file right here, send to server. And it's like this one I've already uploaded, so you're going to get this message: it's same names available. The uploaded file was renamed to to this, which is fine. And I could have clicked browse server here if I already had it up on the server, but I just wanted to be able to show you how to upload it. So then I just say okay, and now that link is going to be linked to that PDF. So it's really that easy. So, and then I would just hit submit, and then it'd be all set. As far as the video goes, if you want to embed a video, again, most of all this is the same as what we already talked about. But this here, you see this iframe. To put a video in there, like I'll go ahead and hit return, and let's say I want to insert the video here, right? So I'm going to go into source, and you can see. You don't have to understand HTML a whole lot, but what these p tags are is like that just stands for a paragraph and then no breaking space, so it's just basically like a blank space between. But you can kind of ignore that. But what I want to do is see how this iframe here is its embed code. I'm going to show you how to get that. That's what the video is. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And then and this is where I want the video to go. So I'm going to go to YouTube. And here's the video that I want, and whatever video you wanted. Then you would just click share. So we're going to click embed. There it is. Okay. I don't want the show suggested videos when it finishes, so I'm going to go ahead and uncheck that, and I'm going to leave the other stuff alone. But I can go ahead here and click copy, and it copies all that embed code. I just go back to Agent 3000, and then I'm going to go ahead and paste it in there, and then that's it. So now you get the embed code in there. If I click on the source button again, see, just the same thing. It'll just show iframe there, but the video will show up. So if I go ahead and I hit submit, it's going to say it updated landing page. And if I go back to this landing page and I hit reload, you'll see that video is still there now. So it's just that easy. So now as your leads come in, like I said, they're going to go into your contacts automatically, but they're also going to go into this section here under leads to landing page leads. So this is the one I did for the open house, for example. It tells me what the landing page was. Remember I put the ones in there, so I'll have that, and I can say that was a junk lead or something. I could just hit delete and get rid of it. Then I had the one I did the continue with Facebook button, and here it gives me the profile link to Facebook, for that person. So in this case it was me, so it gives me my profile information. Now the nice thing about that is you can go and look and see if they're a legit person, and that they'd actually be interested in buying, and they're not 10 years old or something. So and it gives you the URL of the actual landing page that this lead was generated from and the date and stuff. So and just so you know, no duplicates. Even if I clicked on the same ad over and over and over again, the lead will come into the system, and then it'll see that it's a duplicate, and you won't have to worry about having 20 from the same person or something. The system will automatically manage that on its own. So but that pretty much covers everything with landing pages. And again, we're always here for support, and if you need anything, you can always call or email or text or whatever works for you. So hopefully you found this useful, and good luck.